Alrighty, so for this video, it's going to be very simple. What we're going to be doing is creating a repo locally that will then get pushed up to your GitHub account, or you can keep it local if you would like and then push that later. But what I'm going to show you is how to create the repo that will then get pushed up to your GitHub account, so that way you are creating the repository at the same time as pushing that repository out to your GitHub account. So anything that you are about to work on in that repository will then be pushed and saved in your GitHub account, so that way you won't have to worry about losing any data. So I've gone through the documentation on GitKraken on how to do this, and this is my first time for playing around with this, but you'll see that you will, let me click out of this for you, go to your file, initialize a repo. I click on github.com, I select my account, and then give it a name of, this is going to be the repo name. You don't need a description if you don't want one, but descriptions are generally helpful to define if you're working on a specific project or what it might contain, so that you could come back and then possibly update the README files and whatnot at, at your own leisure. If I could talk today and type. Most recently with GitHub, they have now allowed users that don't pay to create private repositories. Before, you had to pay, I think, $7 or $8 a month, and that would help with securing as many private repositories that you would like and whatnot. If you do choose private, it is in their documentation for GitHub that only 3 people are allowed to pull from that repository and commit or push any code up to that repository. So after you have gone around and clicking on GitHub, selecting your account, giving it a name, a description, what kind of access you would like, I just leave this on automatically because that's the way that GitKraken sets everything up. It knows that I'm currently using my F drive. It shows you what the full path will be. There are templates as well for your git ignore template. I don't typically mess with those. I never have. There are license options, but I don't even touch any of that as well. Now all you got to do is go ahead and click the green create repository and clone. Okay, so that actually created our repository right here, and that we are on the master branch. So then if I switch over and go to, where did it go? Oh, here we are. Made one just a little bit earlier. Go ahead and reload this, and there we go. This repository was even created with a README, and it was initialized and cloned at the same time and sent up to your GitHub account. So now you have a repository ready to push any changes or any code changes that you may want up to GitHub already. Alright, well that's the end of this video. That's just very quick, easygoing video. I got a few more videos that I need to make, and I should be closely done with this segment of how to use GitKraken with GitHub. Thanks guys.